Hello reformers and welcome back to Gekokujo 3.1. Now, when we left off, we had just attempted a siege defense, actually a pretty successful siege defense, a number of different siege defenses actually, and as a result of all those defenses, we have a bunch of extra experience to spend on our companions, and that might be a really good idea to do right now, wouldn't it? So let's see what we're going to do here. Well, obviously strength is going to be a main draw here. I'm going to try and spec most of them into Weapon Master now, because obviously they don't tend to, I mean, most of them don't really have a lot of Weapon Master, with the exception of Nagako, of course. Now, as you can see, Nagako is a very, very likely candidate to become our first ever vassal, I believe. And I think in Gekokujo you can actually speak to the vassals that you have, and you can say, can I take a look at your skills? I think that that's what you can actually do. So if I'm correct about that, which I very much hope I am, then we should, in theory, be able to, well, basically just go to town, because then she can level up and we don't have to worry about her, and she can just go off and do whatever she wants to do, and we don't have to worry about her wasting experience or me specking into, specking her into, good things or bad things or whatever, because we can always, speak to her after the fact. And I think that's really, really nice. So let's just hurry and get all of these people spec'd into things. I'm actually going to just try and get everyone spec'd into about 10, 11, 12 strength first off, because the more, the more strength we get, the better armor they can wear, and that's just going to, in general, increase the quality of our companion forces here. And obviously they are extremely good. In my opinion, they're extremely good. I mean, right now, they're obviously not going to be the greatest, and we're going to just try our best and get them, ready, for the inevitable fights that are going to be happening. I'm going to be speccing into power draw as well with some of these, because I would very much like to get them to the point where they are absolute sharpshooters. We want them to be as really, really good as possible. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing with Mei Ling here. She is our ninja. She is basically a shinobi, because obviously she's using shurikens and throwing stars and all that sort of thing. Anyway, let's see. Now, what I did do was I did go over to, where is it now? Katsuyama Castle. I went over there very, very quickly and gained a couple more units. And we also, it seems like, okay, so it seems like we have leveled up with Bruce here. So what are we going to do? Well, we have 70 HP with him right now, and that's pretty insane, isn't it? That is pretty insane. So maybe we want to do something else. I don't know. Shall we just go for another pointed strength here? I mean, should I even do that? I don't even know. I guess we're just going to get some more iron flesh here, because iron flesh is always useful, considering we don't really have a shield. That's technically not true, though, because we do have a shield here. I think this Wakizashi, I don't know whether it can block arrows, but I do know that the other various quote-unquote shield-type, pieces of equipment in Gekokujo, they can actually block arrows. So that's pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. So maybe, just maybe at some point in the future, we're gonna try and see what we can do about gaining one of those. But I don't really like using one-handed weapons in Gekokujo, mainly because they don't have as much reach, maybe not as much damage. I don't know, it really depends. But let's just see what happens here. And it seems like we are, I did not even realize that there was a lord actually, named after this castle, or vice versa. It's probably vice versa, because it's probably his castle, isn't it? Yeah. So we're going to see how that goes. I guess I'm just going to wait for him to make his move. Alright, so it seems like Lord Hashinoi, I don't even know. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I do apologize. But yeah, it seems like he decided to run away from us, and we are not going to allow that, are we? No, we're not going to allow that at all. So we are going to attack him viciously and try and eliminate him from the map. And then from there, I don't know where we're going to go. We're probably going to go and take a quick look at the town hirosaki, I would actually very much appreciate us being able to take that. But as it stands, I don't have a lot of confidence in our, besieging abilities. But that's the thing. Maybe I should. Maybe I should have more confidence, because obviously we are going to go into the town, and in general, it's actually not even a big deal for us to retreat. So as far as I'm aware, what we could do is just go in there, and then, we're probably going to get a rally outside, aren't we? We're going to get some units rallying outside, and we're probably going to try and eliminate those. And once we've eliminated those, well, then maybe we can get a second rally as well, because they do outnumber us basically 6-1, so that's pretty harsh. That is pretty harsh. So maybe if we can do something like that, then it's going to work out for the best. And this guy really has the worst units ever. He has not been able to kill any of us so far, but I suppose that's just because he has no cavalry. Does he have some? Yeah, he did actually have some cavalry, didn't he? Yeah, he had some cavalry, and well, we eliminated them pretty fast. Mainly because I think this is attributed to us being able to, well, basically just charge in and just eliminate any kind of offensive push that he could have otherwise mustered. Because, obviously, we acted first. We were the aggressors, and that's exactly what we wanted. So let's just take him prisoner, and we're going to see what we can do about, heading on and seeing if we can take that town. I don't really want to take anything here. I mean, I have not much space. So we're going to go to Hirosaki, and we're going to see if we can take it. That's the thing, though. This is completely by itself. That's in general quite a problem, isn't it? But the thing is, does it matter? Because this castle right here can be taken back extremely easily. I don't really need to worry about it that much, even if it does get taken. And if they do decide to besiege it, which is unlikely, mainly because we've taken most of the vassals and then we have them in our prisoner's tower, so it's highly unlikely that any of the vassals are going to decide to besiege it when we are here besieging Hirosaki. So it's highly likely that someone will appear here now. So it's going to take 6 hours for the ninjas to do something for us. And oh wow, look at that. We actually have a pretty reasonable amount in the treasury now. I don't know how I'm gaining money there, to be honest. It just seems a bit random, really, because sometimes, I mean, last episode I had 6,000. That was accurate. My weekly budget told me that I had 6,000. I lost 1,200 or whatever, and now magically I have 8,000. I don't even know how that happened. I really do not know. Maybe I misread it, or maybe something happened while I was off screen and I didn't take note of that. I don't know. But it seems like we're losing 363 at the very least, so I have no idea. I have no idea. I just know that we don't have that much money in our current, inventory here, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful about that. But yes, there you go. They are actually coming out. If we can win this is a renown value of 50. So I very much would appreciate it if we could win. So what I'm going to do is, because these guys are going to come outside, I'm actually going to use my brain for once. Yes, it's going to absolutely shock all of you, isn't it? Ah, yes, it's very much going to shock all of you. So let's see what we can do here. I'm going to just tell my infantry to just charge straight on in there, but the archers and the cavalry, they're going to stand outside because, for the majority, they are archers. They have bows and they can use them and hopefully do a lot of damage in the process. And most of our archers are actually cavalry, so hopefully I'm gonna, not regret this a little bit later. But yeah, maybe it would have been a good idea to get them in the bottleneck over there. It probably would have been a good idea to do that, but I think this is just as good because we have the advantage of having all of our archers outside, and hopefully that's going to mean that we will be in a much greater position. Oh, and I was just changing my field of view as that guy hit me. Fantastic. Had to take my right hand off my mouse. Isn't that fantastic? Oh well, doesn't really matter because Nagako, as you could see, is doing an absolutely amazing job as per usual. Isn't it amazing how she's so good? I really don't want to lose her, to be honest. I don't want to make her a lord, but I've already spec'd her into so much leadership that I think it's kind of necessary, isn't it? It's really kind of necessary for her to become a vassal. And we need the help, don't we? Yeah, we do need the help. She did get eliminated there, but she was in the fray for a very long period of time, so I don't blame her one bit. Because Bruce, we know Bruce, he is very, very likely to get himself taken out. And that is, of course, due to me being a little bit inept at times. So, yes, anyway, 48 renown was our reward for that, which is just amazing. Really, really amazing. I like that. Just fantastic. And, okay, so we lost some veteran monk warriors, but that's okay. That's absolutely fine. I don't really mind about that. Shall we wait until tomorrow? Let's just wait a little bit. I don't really want to do this in the night, but I'd like to make sure that all of our units that did get knocked unconscious are back to fighting fit strength. And this is the thing. Oh yeah, that's the reason why I have more money in the treasury, because there was a ransom. Yeah, there was actually a ransom. Oh yeah, great. I actually completely forgot about that. For some reason, as soon as I click this accept button, I completely forget that it actually just happened. And I probably forget about the previous 30 seconds as well. Alright, so I have no idea what happened about the money in the treasury there. I mean, we just randomly gained 2,000. Did you see what I did there? Ah, if you caught that, then thumbs up to you. Anyway, let's go and see what we can do about leading our soldiers in an assault. And, oh yeah, there you go. I've restored my HP a little bit more as well. I'm very, very worried about doing this, actually, because, as you can plainly see, there are a number of defenders ready for us, and they're... Oh, yes, I don't even need to hit this. I just need to stand here. But, yeah, anyway, the point is that there's going to be a number of units on the other side that really, really wish death upon us, and I'm going to be a little bit worried about this. You know, in the grand scheme of things, it's going to be quite... Yeah, a bit touch and go, maybe. A bit touch and go, because these guys are going to shoot us, and as you can see, we're trapped. We're basically trapped here. And I'm a bit worried about that, to be honest, so let's see what we can do. And I really wish the arm is the main problem here. The arm going in front of me. Yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. I don't really mind, because we have so many archers that we're able to eliminate the enemies, you know, defending there reasonably easily. Not too easily, but reasonably. Yes, there we go. Okay, oh, look at that. That was a nice shot. Okay, so let's try not to shoot them point blank, shall we? Let's just try and get in here as best we can and see what we can do. Obviously, this is the thing. If I get too damaged, I will be unable to continue fighting, obviously. That's a foregone conclusion there. And, yeah, let me just continue getting hit. Yeah, that would be a fantastic result, wouldn't it? Yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, if I take too much damage here, obviously they are shooting at us. Oh, there's a lot of them actually shooting at us. That's not very nice. But, yeah, if I take too much damage here, then it's going to be one of those times when I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I'm probably going to retreat. But if I do retreat, we're going to end up losing a huge amount of morale and indeed renown as a result of us not being able to pull off a victory. But does it matter? Because what we really need is the town. We need ownership of the town, and if that means, you know, losing a little bit of morale and things, then I suppose that is just how it's going to have to be. Because I really do not want to have the Nanbu clan left with a town. I don't really want to do this either. I don't really want to shoot. Yeah, as you can see, I actually just took some damage there. I don't know whether that would have hit me on the head if I hadn't moved or whatever, but the fact is, I want to be a bit careful now, because we are very low in HP, and as we've seen, we can get hit for 62 damage. I'm very worried about actually getting killed here. This is a very open area, so yeah, not particularly happy, but it's okay, because we're experiencing some really exciting siege gameplay. I actually really do like the sieges in Gekokujo. I really, really do, because they are so dynamic. You know, they're just like, oh, but, you know, they're attacking us from here, they're attacking us from there, and I can choose at any time to hold position and to just let my, you know, let my archers fire away at the enemies. But obviously, we do need to keep moving forward. We need to keep oppressing the enemies and make sure that they're not actually, you know, doing anything too useful for the enemy. And, oh, wait a minute, what's going on here? Okay, I need to be a little bit careful because, yes, as you can see, they're still shooting at us from outside, which is not very nice of them. Yeah, I need to be a bit careful about this too, because I don't really want to walk into a bunch of spearmen. Because these spearmen, they're very proficient, and that guy with the maul over there as well, the guy with the hammer, I'm not liking him one bit. I very much would appreciate not getting killed by him, because I believe that maul can crush through blocks. And I would not very much like my face to get smashed in by that. That would not be very nice. But, yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen at some point. Okay, maybe if I could just eliminate... Wow, we're actually doing pretty well. Bruce, you are absolutely impressing me right now. You're surviving very, very well, amazingly enough. And it seems like we're still alive. We're still alive. I'm surprised. As you can see, we've killed... okay. I actually thought we'd killed many more than that, but what can I say? I mean, how many did we eliminate on that first rally? About 90 or 100 or something like that? Well, that's not bad, is it? I think that's okay. I mean, I can't expect to eliminate 400 in the first... Oh. Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I guess I could just watch my units do some pretty serious damage to the enemies then, because... Obviously, you know, that's what they're there for, but as I was saying, I just think that... I don't even know what I was saying. I really just got absolutely distracted by what was happening there. That's a real shame. But, yeah, this is where it might be inevitable that I'm going to be retreating, because... Have you seen in here? Have you seen the party that's currently going on? Yeah. These guys will not take any prisoners. They will not take any prisoners whatsoever. They will deal so much damage as soon as the first unit comes up here. I remember this. Yep, there's a headshot, and there's another couple of headshots, and they're just going to get absolutely pin-cushioned here. I'm thinking maybe I should just retreat right now, save myself a couple of casualties, maybe, or maybe not, because obviously the archers are actually pretty bad in melee. They should be pretty bad in melee, at least. I mean, they're probably going to be able to take me out, because I have a weird weakness when it comes to the archers in Mount and Blade, because whenever I try to take on an archer, whether that be from native, you know, like a Nord archer, or whether that be from a mod like Pendor, when I'm dealing with, you know, Empire or Ravenstern, where the kind of like the biggest bane of my existence. And yeah, I'm not particularly happy about that. Oh, it seems like we've actually lost all of our units. Well, that's not very nice, is it? Okay, I'm going to retreat here then. And we're going to just see... They have 334 remaining. Wow, that is really impressive. That is very impressive. Okay, so well, I guess we could just level up a couple more of our units here. And Nagako has advanced, of course. So let's level her up. And what are we going to get? I suppose I could get her pathfinding? I don't know. I mean, I wanted to level up a little bit more, and pathfinding, does that actually help vassals? That's the thing, does it actually help vassals? I have no idea. I mean, they're just going to move around at whatever speed they want, aren't they? So I think it's probably not going to help. But as we... I mean, look at this. What else do we have? What else do we have to spec into? We have foraging, that doesn't really matter, I suppose. Looting, trainer, I don't think trainer really helps, does it? I don't know. Horse archery, she's not really a horse archer. Spotting, I don't think that helps either. Tactics probably does help a little bit, perhaps, but I think that everything here is not going to help that much. So I guess we're just going to go for pathfinding and hope that it actually does make a difference. But yeah, I'm not holding out much hope for that, but I don't really mind too much. Okay, so it seems like we might need to return here in the next episode. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.